Faith doesn't mean that I just close my eyes and let it be whatever it is. Faith means that I accept in my vessels, only these vessels are called Bina, not Malchut, and in these vessels I receive a certain fulfillment. And this is called the recognition of the Creator on the level of Bina, meaning according to the equivalence of form. Bina is a force. Faith doesn't mean, okay, do whatever you want, and Bina is a very great force that gives birth, that connects, that fulfills, that it's a very great force that can cope with our will to receive. We'll advance towards that. We'll move closer. Right now it's only words. Yes, Dylan, it's okay. You have a right.
I just heard to be happiness that I have reached in a state of lowliness. Can you explain that?
What's to explain? When I feel myself lowly, that I'm the smallest, the lowliest, I don't understand anything, I don't feel anything, I don't attain anything. This comes from knowing what it means to feel, to attain. From that, I can say no. It's one thing against the other. And so it turns out that a person who sees himself towards the Creator, towards the whole of creation, that he's nothing, and he doesn't determine anything, and he can't change anything, it's all in the hands of the Upper One, that person has attained the Upper One. He attained his control. He understands that he is the lower one in the Achap of the Upper One. And the Achap of the Upper One governs him. He's like the little embryo in the womb of the Upper One. And he doesn't have anything. In every thought, in every action, in every movement, he discovers that he is being changed and moved, and every time there's work on, he attains his Creator that creates him. So as a result, he comes to lowliness, and then he says, I'm nothing, from feeling the upper force that works in him, that operates him.
A person receives nothing. If he receives nothing, he dies.
I don't know what you mean, doesn't receive anything. There's no such thing.
He doesn't receive.
A person who made a restriction over himself.
Yes.
And doesn't receive anything.
Yes.
So that means, perhaps, I can't say, there's many different states here, but possibly you can say his will to receive has died. It's not exactly that it has died, because if it doesn't receive anything, it still receives the fulfillment of light of Chasadim. But dead means that he sees that his entire will to receive is in order to receive, and he wants to receive very much, but he is not being let. And then at that state he determines that it's dead.
Is there a pleasure in the light of Chasadim?
If he doesn't want to receive, but he wants to sympathize with the Creator, even though he doesn't receive anything, then he is filled with this light of identification with the Creator, and that's called Chasadim.
Thank you.
Okay?
How do you increase above reason, faith, and not to try to put it within reason?
I I always want to envision myself, even though I know I'm not that way, but I want to see myself corrected as much as I can. So, I do all of the actions that Rabash writes about as much as possible. And by that, I fill myself up with the correct spiritual actions. As a result, I begin to see what's happening to me. That's it. What are you asking?
Instinctively, I'm trying that depiction that I do and long for. I really want to feel this way. I want it to be my reason. I want to live by these rules.
Try to feel. But the main thing is do whatever you can.
It's not considered to make an effort and to put it within reason?
No.
So what's the difference then?
The difference is that you're doing it forcefully. I'm giving concise answers so you won't get confused. Within reason, you work with your desire, and here, above reason, you have to make efforts each time. Okay?
This is why I'm asking to understand exactly.
That's why I'm not saying.
So what should I depict to myself?
Picture that you want to be in faith above reason, meaning that what you feel now between you and the friends and the world and everyone, all of that is called reason. My reason, what I understand, what I feel, what the judge has no more than his eyes to judge with. And besides that, I build another level, as though I'm corrected, as if. The more I can envision and allow myself and force myself to behave in a corrected way, that's how I behave. In the group, with myself, mostly in the group. Yeah.
So everything that I see, I keep telling myself that this is my reason. Everything I see and experience, this is my reason. And at the same time, I'm trying to envision to myself what I perceive as spirituality, as if it is spirituality.
Again, what I see, not what I envision, what I see, what's in my feeling and understanding, that's my reason.
That's my reason. And at the same time, I keep trying to envision what I understand to be spirituality from what I perceive and hear and understand from you and the sources.
Yeah, yes. What you understand about spirituality, you imagine it as though you're in it. That's called faith.
And it is truly faith, or what is it?
It's not the light of faith, it's not the degree of faith, but it's your action called faith.
So how can I?
By that action, you draw the light that reforms.
Yeah, but how can I expand my ability to envision this state of faith, emunah? It's not to just constantly be in what I perceive within my own reason.
I don't understand.
Again.
Yeah.
How can I manage to live more in a state as if I am in faith?
Imagine to yourself how a corrected person would make correct actions according to his correction in the group, with the Creator, and do that.
I understand that, but
there's no more. You all have to try, you have to really try to take that form of faith above reason and absorb it and embrace it.